Namaste, oneness. Infinite gratefulness for existence, dear soul, for one day more, one more healthy day, one more powerful ascension day, or even beyond is one natural day. Most of us are living lives which are not even close to natural. So we shall praise ourselves and life and existence itself to be alive in the natural state. And this video is to show you everything you need to know about DNA and the power of it, and how to use the R letter on DNA, which is repair, regenerate, and return to natural state. Stay tuned. In order for you to have a clear perspective and perception about DNA, I encourage you to see my last video about DNA, which I'm gonna let right here on the corner, and you can check it out. And this video is gonna be mostly about how to repair, regenerate, and return to its natural state, and what we are doing with our DNA nowadays. So I'm gonna dive very deep into this and very straight, so that we are not losing time here. Along the journey of everyone, we have been mixing our DNA with animal DNA and other substances which are not animal but are chemical. So yeah, we have an alchemist body function, and we use chemicals, but the natural ones, not the artificial ones. So what we are doing with our DNA nowadays, and since a very long time already, is that the DNA is so sensible that you're gonna know in the last video. I'm not gonna dive very deep into that, but our DNA is sensible to all awareness of ourselves. So our DNA is constantly being what we are right now. So for instance, if you are eating junk food, your DNA is becoming and receiving and transmitting this junk food in other properties. So it's gonna try to heal, but you don't give time to heal. So it's gonna turn a junk food DNA. That's why we are what we eat, we are what we drink, we are everything that we are now. So all our senses are connected to our DNA, everything. It's like DNA is God itself. 3 letters are very powerful. God has only 3 letters, DNA has only 3 letters, and so many other stuffs. Like ego is very powerful. If you don't take care of it or you don't transcend, it's also a name with 3 letters. So be aware of all the names with 3 letters are very powerful, because it resembles Trinity and the life itself, body, mind, spirit. So you gotta understand this and make the connection and live who you really are. Who you really are, it's also 3 letters. Who, it's also 3 letters. So be aware, the names of 3 letters are the most powerful that you can have in this life. So learn how to manage them and how to live your natural state of being. So let's get straight. Once you start to eat animal foods which are not natural, because you are eating something that has already died. Come on, man. If you analyze plants, compare plants to animals, while they are already dead, that's what you're going to consume, the plant, it's still very, 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 very rich alive. While the animal has already passed, gone, like us. If we die, man. Imagine eating an animal, it's the same eating a human. Exactly the same. For instance, if you say, yeah, I love to eat animals, and yeah, you are not even saying animals, you are saying I'm eating meat. But for me, when I see meat, it's animals, you know. I see the suffering of the animals over there. So what you're eating is dead corpse. So human can also be a dead corpse, but plants are not dead corpse, because if you analyze them, everything is still alive, you know. So they just send a signal in the moment you cut, and that's all. The rest still alive, the nutrition, everything is still alive there. Of course, dead meat also contains, but not sufficient, not enough for your body energized natural state of being. So for instance, if you are eating dead corpse, you are transforming your DNA and mixing your DNA with animal DNA. So instead of evolving, you are descending. I don't know the contrary word right now. And you are unvolving, I think. Yeah, descending. You are descending instead of evolving. So even if you tell me, yeah, we have been eating meat for thousands of years. First of all, that's not true, because you weren't there. Secondly, you don't know if that's true. How you can possibly know what happened 10,000 of years ago, or somebody could have told that to you. You know, like his story. It's his story. So you don't even know if that's true. So you gotta follow your intuition, your senses. And imagine you can tell me, but I love meat, I cannot get rid of meat. Okay, so I'm gonna invite you to raise an animal for yourself. And then after, when he's ready, you cut his throat, okay? And then you eat it raw. But why? I'm gonna eat raw, I have to cook this. Yeah. So if you want to be natural, like all the animals do the same, like you are following the animal example, then the animals do not cook the meat. Have you ever seen an animal or a lion cooking the meat? They eat raw. So eat raw. Eat raw. If you want to eat meat, like follow the animal's example, then eat raw, the meat, like straight from the blood. Suck that blood out. I want to see if you have teeth for that. You don't have. So we weren't made to eat meat. Don't come with BS, man. Don't come with BS, okay? So you have to agree with this, because if you are following the animal's example, then eat raw, the meat. So if you cannot, then you can no longer affirm this reason why we have all to eat meat. No, man. Also, I had a comment of, not in my videos, but in someone's video, saying, yeah, everything eats everything in nature. If everything eats everything in nature, then I'm gonna eat yourself, okay? It's how it is, okay? So I eat yourself and you eat the next one, okay? And that's how it works, life. No, it's not that. You're not gonna eat someone, human. So life doesn't eat life itself. It just makes the circle move. It's completely different. You don't eat someone. You consume. That's different. You transform. So plants, if you put a fruit that is already beyond rotten, it's gonna transform into soil to benefit the tree to give another fruit. This is how you create and continue the circle of life. Now, if you eat a dead corpse, you're gonna poo, and this poo is worse than the corpse itself. And you cannot use it. So it's useful. It's not useful anymore. So you are not completing the circle. Now, if you are in a vegan and fruits and plants and live food consuming, you're gonna transform, I'm sorry, you're gonna transform that in a compost. You can recycle that and become soil again, and have these worms working, and they're gonna transform that into soil again. So you are going with the circle. You are going with the circle. So what I wish you to understand here is that DNA is also a circle of life. It's all interconnected. You cannot forget something or disconnect something. Everything is interconnected. So everything you do, everything you think, everything you are right now is contributing for your DNA. So let's go to the question: how to repair, regenerate, and return to its natural state. DNA is sensible as everything that you are. Everything you do is causing something to happen in you right now. So if you change any move in your life, it's gonna contribute for something in you, in your being right now. So everything is valid. Everything is valid for everything you are and you want to be right now. So DNA also contains all the information from the past lives and from what you're still going to experience. This is very amazing stuff. So a very good way how to repair your DNA is the strongest one is intermittent fasting. I don't know if you ever listened to this before, but it's spreading out in the internet and I'm already using it. So you just eat during the daytime, and nighttime it's for healing, because the body cannot do two functions at the same time. Or you eat or you heal. So while you are eating, you are not healing, and while you are not eating, you are healing. But this happens more often during the night, mostly because the night has an atmosphere and an energy, special energy into it, which helps recover body, mind, and spirit. While the day has a certain energy to it, which creates an environment for you to stay awake, alive, and energized, and doing all the stuffs, and being in exercise with your body. So this is completely two different atmospheres. So we have to be connected to nature. And one way to repair your DNA is to start intermittent fasting, because you are contributing for the same environment which creates the circle of life. So the sun and the moon have two different energies which help your two hemispheres in the brain, and also your two-part body and everything that you are containing on your being. To contribute for a natural state, you have to follow the circle of life, how it works, how it naturally works. So this is one of the ways how you can repair your DNA, because the moment that you stop eating, you're gonna start to heal yourself. And this, as long as you go, it goes even deeper and deeper and deeper with your DNA. So I happen sometimes to be like 16 hours without food every single day, because I stop eating before the sunset, and then sometimes I only eat in the next day like 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. So I keep my body in constantly healing and repair. So this is how you can start healing and repair your DNA. Now, how you can regenerate your DNA? For this, you need to go even deeper. So it's very healthy if you start intermittent fasting lifestyle, but also one of the things that contributes even more is the longer fast, because the body starts to recover and healing and repair in the first 3 days fast. But when you go beyond that, it starts to regenerate DNA. So the DNA repairs and heals itself in the first 3 days, but after starts to regenerate and return to its natural state. So this is the most efficient way how to be one with your DNA in order to repair, regenerate, and return to its natural state. So the longer you go, the deeper the regeneration and returning happens. So I know it's very hard, but if you start intermittent fasting lifestyle, it's going to be much easier. Now I'm on the second day. Before the sunset, it's going to make 2 days that I'm already without food, just distilled pure water. Why I choose pure water? I'm going to make a new video about that, because most of the people still do not know. And this is still a secret for everyone. And I also do urine fasting. So I'm doing both, distilled water and urine. Urine, for some of you, need to watch one of my videos that I'm gonna let here, the link, about everything about urine and the power that resides within the secret of urine and looping urine. So all urine that comes out, you put it again inside, and then you create the circle of life within your body. So urine actually knows better than you your actual DNA. So it contains everything, all the information you need about your body, mind, and soul. Once I started urine therapy, and now I do urine fasting, which is even deeper and higher potential, you can start to enter into the mind field and start to control your mind. So no longer you will be controlled by the ego, but actually you are in control of your mind with your emotions and thoughts and beyond of that. And you start to become so intuitive through your soul's intention that you start to see how reality really is compared to the illusions of the matrix we live in. And this is very, very, very deep. And I encourage you to try it out, and don't just look like something somebody told you. Instead, look to your inner highest thought, your inner highest feeling, and your inner highest idea about your higher self. Because everything they have told you, it's a lie. It's hard to get rid of the lie, but it's the truth. Are you living the truth, or are you living the illusions of the matrix right now? That's the question. So you choose who you want to be and who you wish to be right now, from now on, and not just somebody has told you who you are. You create who you really are in this now. And one of the reasons, and one of the ways how to become your best self right now is to start to listen to yourself, inner yourself, and not just somebody told you who you are. And that has also to do with the DNA. So get connected with your DNA and understand how it works and how you can repair and return, so that you can make the most use of your highest potential. So DNA will lead you to a healthier life in all ways, body, mind, and spirit. So brain is gonna use much more capacity, it's gonna increase, and all that is containing you will become higher and more strong, more powerful from now on. And that is it for now. And I hope you get the idea and what I have just shared with you, and that maybe you would apply in your life and see the results by yourself. My name is Ivo Artur. This is WAAO Love. We are all one. Infinite gratefulness for existence. Dear soul. Namaste.